I'm the tank. I don't know how to tank this dungeon. I'm not. I think the answer is just don't go completely crazy and we'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, don't you
Oh,
don't want to go too far forward.
Oh, might do more damage if I pull up my pets.
Says the Beast Mastery Hunter. Yes, I think it is very possible. Hey everybody, welcome to our stream. We're live. It's World of Warcraft Monday. I mean, last week we were trying to get Neph pants, but guess what she did? She got pants, everybody.
I did.
Oh my gosh. So now we're time walking. So we're doing old stuff, Burning Crusade dungeons. So if they look a little crappy, it's because they're old. Specifically, these dungeons came out when my son was 1 year old.
That's terrifying.
And he now plays this game.
I know.
I do love that the food that drops in these dungeons are bagels. So I like to imagine that these guys are just like Manhattan residents, just like chilling, having nice bagels with a little schmear, you know? Like, let's just do it. Like, this fits, right?
Yeah, totally.
This is like the artsy fartsy section of New York.
This is what is it? Soho?
Yeah, sure.
Upper East Side.
Oh, it says we're getting Neph some pants. That's what the stream elements is saying, but we're not. We're in fact, well, we're hoping to get you better pants. What eye level are your pants?
Oh, well, they're 35 right now. 246.
So I mean, you know, a 252 pair of pants would be pretty alright.
Heck yeah.
I'll take it. So I don't know if you guys heard. We got like actual information about how like loot and all that next season is gonna work.
Did we?
We're having season 4. Yeah, Liz confirmed it. So first off, all 3 raids are gonna be up, and they're gonna be rotating week to week with a with some kind of affix. I don't know if those affixes are gonna rotate. Probably not. Right. So we're gonna have. So we're gonna be rotating every week through a different one of the 3 raids, and they're gonna drop faded gear, not faded like, you know, not stoned, but faded in like faded FATED, and so they'll drop faded versions of the equipment like before. That'll just have a higher eye level than what was available previously. And also, as soon as you log in, there will be a series of quests that you'll be able to open. There will be 3 quests that will kind of go in a row. One is to kill 10 faded bosses, one is to kill 20, and one is to kill 30. Completing that quest will give you a coin. And so everyone who kills those bosses will have access to up to 3 of those coins. And there are 3 vendors that are going to be near the vault that are going to be able to sell every weapon and trinket off of those bosses.
Ooh.
And they will each cost 1 coin. So you'll either be able to get it off of the boss, or you can save up your coin and use it to buy the thing you haven't had. So, like, it's kind of like bad luck protection. But you can only ever get 3 of them. And once you buy 3 things from the vendors,
That's it.
they disappear. Or they stop selling stuff. I don't know which one is actually going to happen. And the other thing is, when you're in Heroic and Mythic, they're actually going to drop items like these crystal shards that you're going to use to upgrade the items that you find to the next level up. So if you get normal items, you'll be able to collect items from the bosses, and it'll be a 100% drop to upgrade your normal loot to heroic, and vice versa, and so on and so forth. Throughout the
Okay,
raid.
so this is kind of like their equivalent of Titan Forging.
I don't know what Titan Forging is, but sure.
Titan Forging was like the ability for things to like randomly roll a higher upgrade than normal within the like rate.
Oh, like
So, like
Warforge, Titan Forge, right?
Yeah.
yeah, Titan Forging.
So I think it's if you mean that it's like that in that that's the system within that tier to get your stuff, yes.
Yeah,
But
and
it's
the
not-
ability that like you could go do a whole bunch of like normal stuff and end up with heroic leveled gear at some point.
Yes.
That's
Yes. That is my understanding. Because the goal is to try and experiment with bad. If they're using this tier to kind of experiment with bad luck protection and all sorts of stuff. So they even said in the blue post that they posted, it's up on Wowhead now. But they said that they're probably gonna make changes even during the season. I think I might have pulled too big.
Yeah, this room can be kind of poopy.
Oh, and there comes more. Cool down.
Hello, they coming.
Oh, I think we did. I think I did a bad. I think I did a bad, everybody. Maybe, maybe not. We have really good DPS, so I'm hoping we can. Draco, did you just roll off to the side to start hitting that guy?
Well, they were just casting at you, so I was like, here, let me make things a little easier on everyone. Clean up some of the stuff to the side.
Or can we
Yeah.
live? Lesser groups would have wiped on that.
I think we did in lesser groups.
So that's how the loot's gonna work in the next thing.
Okay.
And
I mean,
honestly, I think it's kind of cool.
yeah, I was gonna say I will say that the one tier or the one expansion where we had high level of retainment on people playing the game and showing up for even normal and alt raid was when Titan Forging was a thing, because you could get heroic or mythic level geared stuff out of like normal. So people were a little bit more like willing to do the lower stuff to get, the potential for better gear.
I like the idea of being to upgrade normal gear that drops, because that makes it a lot easier to, for instance, if you get really lucky and you get, say, Sylvanas' legendary bow or something, being able to upgrade that would be much nicer than having to hope that it drops again.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
I mean, you can pretty much upgrade gear in PvP and Mythic Plus, so why not give that, for raid treatment?
Well, it looks like that's what they're experimenting with, and I think if ever there was a time to experiment with stuff like that, it's now, because they have a lot more goodwill coming out of the announcement and all the interviews and everything about Dragonflight. So, like, season 4 is kind of, it's an experiment. So why not go crazy?
Yeah, it's the time to do it.
I read correctly, like they've never done a thing like this before, right? Like where they've brought all the raids to current.
No.
Nope. They haven't done that. The closest you get is some of the, what's it called? The anniversaries.
Yeah.
I ran the Molten Core thing way, way too many times during that time.
I remember people telling me about that. And That was one of the times where I was like, oh man, maybe I should come back.
Let's put it this way. During that is when I first built out my tank set.
Oh wow! All right. I just realized my
Don't look so small.
my camera wasn't on.
I know what you're thinking. But
Oh.
Tempest Keep was merely
Oh, sorry. I'm normally watching you at the same time, so I could have told
Yeah,
you.
you're
but-
playing. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool, everybody. It's cool. What's up? I just looked over and I was like, oh, it's just. I don't even know if there was a microphone going. All right, there was a mic going.
Oh no.
It's the audio version.
The
Now we're a
audiobook
podcast.
version. What's up, everybody? If for whatever reason you didn't hear me before,
And this time, you will not interfere.
We're doing good today.
I'm a hot mess. I'm a hot mess. All right, let's burn this dude down quick so we can get to the next one.
So
This
you
will
want to
be
know how my day started?
I do want to
So-
know how your day started.
So I went to Starbucks this morning to grab my coffee, and
Obviously.
yes, and I got a venti quad shot because I like to live my life dangerously. And so I grabbed my drink and I got in the car, and I took a sip of it as soon as I got to work, and I went, "Oh my God, why is this chocolate? I don't understand," because I got a caramel macchiato. And I looked at it, and I took Darren's hot chocolate, not my quad shot coffee, and I almost cried. But thank God one of my coworkers was also going to Starbucks today, so she was able to just grab mine along with hers.
So you took somebody else's coffee?
Hot chocolate. But yes,
wow.
because I saw the DAN and I assumed it was me, and because my brain was not fully awake yet, I was just like, yeah, this is mine. Cool. Goodbye. And then I panicked. I didn't realize it until I had gotten all the way to work and I didn't have time to turn around and be like, this was not mine. I'm so sorry.
That is very disappointing.
Yeah. If my coworker was not able to go get my coffee, I probably would have cried.
I mean, I think you'd have been fine. Ooh, you
Oh,
got
I
you
have
got
a mount.
Nice.
What?
Congrats.
What? That's exciting.
Cool.
Let's do it again. Run it back.
Somebody dropped out of the strike on did.
I just left the
It doesn't
instance
matter.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, it does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, if we queue out while we're in an instance group, it will not bring them.
Oh.
We'll bounce out
Thanks
then.
for saving us, Flick.
We'll just bounce out and try again.
Now we do it again.
So that's why it does that now. I was also trained to always leave the instance group because when we queued in an instance group, it also broke.
Alright, so I park myself in front of... I'm going to slowly work my way to Shat. Ooh, Botanic, I can do this one with in my sleep. Fun fact, if you ever need to get any of the Alliance races, especially the vanilla Alliance races to exalted reputation, buy the Tabard and run Botanica a bunch during Time Walking Week. Chef kiss.
Anything during time walking week.
Yes, but the reason this dungeon is particularly good is that when you finish the dungeon, it's the exit. So you literally kill the last boss, walk outside, and then reset the instance and walk right back in. So it saves you like a few seconds. Also, Sun Fury Signets actually sell on the auction. Slowly, but they sell.
I have a crazy amount of them from Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, put them in like a bank tune, and when I set up your trade skill master, I'll set it up so that they'll all post, so you don't have to do it manually.
Oh, my attack mooses are out.
Or I'll buy them all from you and sell them from my account, so that we're not competing with each other. that's a little much. Because we don't have that much of a market for them on Argent Dawn, but they do sell.
Those of you who don't know, I was trying to get every single Drake that I could out of Burning Crusade and using the time walking boost.
Drake, you've been very proud. You've been very proud. She got a bunch of dragons all at once.
Excellent. Everybody needs more dragons.
Agreed. I have 7 more from this weekend.
It's a decent number.
I'm quietly building my dragon horde.
I managed to get my hunter the book for the legendaries. So that she can make rank 7, but you need to be honored with the enlightened in order to actually learn it. So I'm just kind of going through the motions. I did patterns with patterns this week. I think I'll get it next week because patterns with patterns plus some of the story quests, so I'll have it. Now that I know it's kind of quick, I might do the same thing on my mage.
If you do it on your mage, oh, never mind. I'm thinking about before.
What?
So before, if you skip the intro quest on an alt, it wouldn't give you the experience for the reputation.
Oh yeah, they give you the rep now.
Yeah.
You end up getting like 1,750 rep or something before you even get down there.
Dudes were specifically calling me out. That's creepy.
I remember thinking how cool that was.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Well, at least they're all dead. Remember when this was like real content and we would have to like sap one and sheep another one and off tank a third one?
Nope. Don't remember that.
Dracon has blocked that out.
No. The reason Dracon doesn't remember that is Dracon remembers pulling this in whatever stance Warriors had that was all about the damage, wielding the damage set on his warrior, and being quote-unquote the tank.
Okay, I remember having to do this and having to be very careful with the CC on that particular pull. I am in fact spinning to win. Rally. I don't know how long ago you said that. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat too much. I am in fact spinning to win. I'm a monk. It's like what we do.
Jeez, we're in the 3rd dungeon, aren't we?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Murder hobos!
I mean, it's not like it's not like we're moving slow. I think the queue times help with that too.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, that first dungeon, the tank wasn't pulling fast enough.
Well,
Yeah, he sucks.
that first dungeon, the tank was kind of a little bit of a noob.
Yeah, we don't talk about that tank.
Now I've got we don't talk
His
about
name
Bruno in my
Bruno?
head.
It's alright. That also was a dungeon that, like, is just unnecessarily long.
I think they all kind of were.
Well, because it's BC.
Yeah.
BC is like...
And then...
And then more.
And then...
I mean,
No,
it's
and
not
then-
quite as bad as... it's not quite as bad as vanilla, but...
Thank you for catching that, Neph.
Oh, vanilla, yes. Blackrock Depths. I remember spending a night doing that dungeon.
I mean, I will admit that I do kind of miss like 10-man and 15-man dungeons. Like, I really wish like Tazavesh was like a 10-man thing or had a 10-man option.
Yeah, that would be nice. I do miss the mini raid things. Those were really neat. UBRS and Skolo and Strathholm. That's the other place.
Yeah.
When it was a giant raid, Tazavesh had a good potential for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It could have been when it was a super mega dungeon.
Right.
But I mean, that's not the direction they want to go with content. And there's some people that talk like it. I like. It's easy as a person that is in like a raiding guild to be like, man, I wish I had content for like all of my people. You know, like, man, there are plenty of times where, I mean, because there are plenty of times where we have 10 people and it would just be easier to just put them into one thing than two separate ones. Like, I would imagine there have been more than a few Dorjin nights where we've had two groups and it's like, you know what, let's just not separate. Let's just be one Tazavesh run.
Love that.
That would be awesome.
If that was an option, like...
Yeah. Exactly. But, I mean, it's not, unfortunately.
Almost like a raid option on the dungeons.
What'd you say now?
There was a pat behind us.
Oh. Did we get it?
No. We moved fast enough.
We can go get them.
I just did. Because I chi torpedoed backwards out of the smoke and into the guys because apparently I wanted the smoke. Alright, I get it. I'm the only person that thought that was funny.
Giggled. It's just, like I said, my microphone, I laugh so much it doesn't pick up the sound anymore.
Some heavy machine learning going on.
Yeah.
I am the person who hates smoke, except for like smoking food.
Okay,
Yes.
but you've heard the phrase wanting the smoke, right? Like you want to fight. Have you heard that?
No, I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Hey, Dorn, you don't want to smoke.
Exactly. That's how you use it. You're right, I don't. I'm actually quite cowardly. I'm like the cowardly panda.
Hang on. Killed my moose. There we go.
Don't kill your moose. Oh, you got the moose in.
Yeah!
Mises.
Mises. I picked up one yesterday and I picked up the other today.
I got really lucky when I started. It was, I think it was the beginning of Shadowlands. Yeah, because I did it at the beginning of Shadowlands because I was going to be a hunter main, remember? How stupid that was.
Find that admirable, not stupid. I'm just saying.
Does anyone
I'll tell
want
you all about it.
any of this loot?
No, I haven't seen. Nothing has dropped that I need.
No, I mean like greens or like any of this. What is it? Reputation item? My bag's full.
Oh, I mean, I will take the arcane tomes and Scryer Sun Fury signets from you. Oh, I don't know if I have room. I have 4 slots.
I have
No, I really need to
noodles of
sell
bag
out this.
space. If anyone needs to send me stuff, I have a lot of bag space.
All right, that was my last bag space. I was making legendaries, so I have a lot of.
You standing in?
I have a lot of gloves in my pockets right now.
Why am I in combat?
Because somebody may have been typing something on auto run.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
think
fine.
there's one enemy still left where the boss was.
Oh, you know what? I know what we gotta do. There's the dudes that are in the. There's the.
Flower pot guys?
Yeah, the flower pots. I think they work like the. Yeah, we gotta kill the thorn lashers in the flower pots. Because those, I think, that, yeah, they shoot things. I think they're kind of like the tentacles in Plaguefall. They'll just keep hitting you at infinity distance.
There you go. I was like, what is killing me?
I am, so what do I got for blacksmithing? I can make max rank bracers, breastplates, gauntlets, and belts. Working on gloves now. Oh, I can do gloves. I'm working on something else. I think boots. I've spent a lot of money on lithium ore.
Oh, confused. Do not belong here.
So do we stay here, or do we leave the instance group, or...
Let's stay. You know what? Let's all. It worked last time. Plus, we all got a vendor stuff. Let's leave.
Yeah.
Let's all leave. Go to a vendor person. And then we can go to town from there. Bum-ba-dum. Okay.
Rita, were you followed?
The one thing that I hate the most about legendaries is that you can't vendor them.
Yeah. Given how much goes into them.
Well, honestly, if I could vendor them for a copper, I would do it. It just would make... Because... And this is actually something they talked about in an interview a little bit that I read, is they are aware of, like, the waste that they create. And so, like, ideally, when you're making stuff, I'm done vendoring stuff, I can sell stuff, I can go. So, they're aware of the waste. So, like, ideally, if you're crafting just to level up, right, like, you should get stuff that you could either give to somebody to disenchant or sell to somebody. But, like, there are some items where you need to make so many of them that they far outstrip the demand, like legendary blanks.
Mm-hmm.
So they just turn out to be like garbage. And so they said they haven't figured out the system, but there's going to be some kind of recrafting system where you'll be able to take items that you made while leveling and then recraft them as improved versions of those things.
Kind of like, I mean, similar to the scrapping thing in BFA.
Similarly, only the idea is rather than just turning it into junk, you'll be able to turn it into another version of itself, either with different materials or more materials.
So then at least you can learn on that too. That's nice.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, the example they used was, like, the bargains, like the ring enchants that are, like, the low-level ones. Draco, you good?
I was doing pretty good.
Alright. They use those as an example. Like, you would be able to level a bunch of those. And then take them and make a bunch more. But, like, you'd be able to use those to make higher level, better versions by just combining the early ones with some other material or extra materials, and then make the ones that everybody wants.
I mean, that's kind of how it should be.
I agree, but that's not how it is.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it makes more, like, lore sense, logical sense to, like, take the old thing and either like smelt it down and use the materials to make something better, or to like add onto it.
I think I pulled a lot. Sorry.
You did a little bit. You're getting knocked down.
But he's getting back up again.
No.
Takes a
No,
whiskey
no one is
drink
gonna keep
and a
her
lager
down.
drink.
So
Nobody maybe in the corner.
the other thing that they talked about in this interview that I thought was kind of part of that was the idea that like there's going to be item quality now. So like the skill, like let's say me and Dracon are both blacksmiths and we both make axes. I don't know, just using that as an example. I might make that axe and it might come out eye level 200. Let's just make up a number. And it might be possible for someone who is more skilled to craft it at a higher eye level with like a different stat or something. This is a gauntlet, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We ride.
The recrafting system would allow, like, let's say Flick wanted that axe, but like when he first found it, it was only available from me, a guild leader. And he could get it from me, knowing that he would theoretically be able to put up a work order to have that same item recrafted later on by Dracon, the true master of the axe crafting, when he found whatever super secret juju you need in order to make the special version of the axe. Because some of them might need a rare drop from a dungeon that he might get, and that's cool. He doesn't have to have the axe completely remade. He would just have to be able to. He would just have Dracon recraft, and that sounds awesome to me. Because otherwise, there'd be no reason for anyone to buy anything but the most uber perfect version. So that means any imperfect version of the weapons or armor that people make would have no value.
We did have some, I think Legion maybe, where we were able to like re-roll the stats.
Yeah, I think that was Legion, where you could make the thing to reroll the stats. The downside was, while you could reroll the stats, you couldn't increase the eye level.
Right.
So I'm tanking, but does somebody want to tell Gallo that...
A couple people
like,
did.
Okay. They don't gotta wait for me. I'm just in the branding. But like...
I have a key, so we don't have to go down into the tunnel, the sewer.
Okay.
Did you call it a tunnel of soup?
Sewer.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
the slimes down there might look slightly like soup, but I wouldn't try eating them.
Don't waste your time on that one. He's weak.
That is one thing that I like having my name on the billboard, but like...
Ooh,
don't
that's a
have to
nice
wait
pattern.
for me.
I think it's more people would rather have you or somebody else be in charge of organizing it so that they don't have to do the work. And as the resident lazy one, I must agree with this thought.
Hey, Born,
Yeah?
what's the going rate for that pattern?
Which pattern? Did I just... Let's see.
There was a Joe crafting one that I got.
Can you link it in party? It'll just make my life easier since it's in your bag. Currently one. Well, okay. So one was on the auction house within the last hour and 10 minutes. It went for 18,000.
All right, I might
My
just learn.
God!
Yeah, 18,000 is not life altering. The problem is
with millions in their bank. Oof. Poor Blod.
Just run up.
well, he's tanking in Magister's Terrace and probably doesn't have like the 18 hit squad and Neph healing him.
No, we're very lucky.
Yes, I am in fact streaming. What would you like, snooze button?
Hey!
Do you need me? When I'm done, you need what? Okay. Teenagers are so cryptic.
Yes,
Like, what
they
would
are.
you like? What would you like, young one? Nothing. I just need help with something. Like what? Like,
That's not a teenager thing only.
Use your words, young Padawan.
But it's like, what if? Hear me out here, guys. He just told me what he needed. Like, hear me out on that.
I agree with you. I have complained many times about my parents not telling me exactly what it is they need help with.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the communicator in my family. I understand that.
My parents will communicate with me after the fact. They'll be like, hey, by the way, we were in the hospital for 2 days, but don't worry, we're fine now.
Oh my god.
I want to strangle them.
Did we forget something? Oh.
We forgot a Dracon. I gotta res him.
I will. I'm
Or-
raising him. I got him. I just need to get out of combat.
Why does?
If you were about to say, why do I manage to die? The answer is, I hit the button.
Nope.
Definitely comes with a warning.
I had to write the weak aura to give that warning. I have caused far too many, Dracon, why are you dead? Comments. Or just long sighs.
Oh, we know all about the size.
We do. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna get you.
Oh my god. Target, dang it. Sorry. Little issue with the escape key. I'm good now.
You know what's so wild is I came back towards the I guess it was the beginning of the last patch of BFA, and I went like maybe 4 time walking. It was really until the beginning of Shadowlands where someone explained to me, I think it was you, Neph, that was like, no, you should really do the time walking because
Yeah,
it's
I
like
think it was.
free treasure. And I was like, what do you mean it's free? You got to do all these dungeons. And you were like, yeah, but like you can like queue, and it's like not the same as it was in vanilla. I didn't know. That's how I learned all about like the group finder, and I was like, wait, you can just hit a button?
Yeah.
So wild. So wild. Listen, the World of Warcraft time warp I went through, so many things were different, man. That first like week that I came back for real, I mean, I'm sure at least half of you had to be like, no. They fixed that when your son was in kindergarten.
It's been 10 years, honey. We're fine now.
What percentage of a fell button
Yeah, right.
has occurred since that fix went through?
You use your son as a timeline.
Yeah,
For
he was
World of
born in the
Warcraft,
middle
yeah,
of our own core.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
I do the
exactly.
same thing with expansion.
Yeah, it's like he was born while literally LOTI was in Molten Core when he was born. And so I went home from the, like, my wife sent me home from the hospital because she was like, listen, this is your last opportunity to, it was like 9 o'clock at night. And she was like, this is your last opportunity to get any sleep. I don't need you here because I'm just doing, doctor crap. Go home. And like, so it was like a half-hour drive. And I was like freaking, kind of wired. And so I didn't know what to do. So it was late. So everybody was asleep. So I just logged on to World of Warcraft. And I make it, like, I spent a long time, like, really hating on myself for being like, oh man, I played World of Warcraft the day my son was born. But even my wife was like, really though? I kicked you out of the hospital. It's not like you brought the computer to the hospital.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're fine. Yep.
She's like, it's not like you were running keys while I was in labor. It's like, you know what,
Hey.
true.
Kai,
Hang on, honey. Don't push yet. I'm almost done.
we
We've
throw a
almost
flare
got
trap
Yeah.
or flares ahead so they don't stun them.
Oh yeah, because then you guys might die. Yeah, I mean, I have since then, I really just make jokes about it. But for a while, I was like, man, this is pretty sad.
I'm gonna need another one.
I got.
Oh, they gotted me. Crap. Dracon's my bodyguard, though.
To say we gotta wait on those cooldowns. Or do that.
And now I raid with him. Do you guys know he's actually kind of half serious with the if the Drakthir have a double jump, he's not gonna be happy.
Really?
Well, because I'm gonna be a Drakthir, so he doesn't want me doing all the cool stuff that he does, like double jumping around mechanics and all that. He's like, I have to not be like my dad.
So uncool.
You have told him that if they play nicely, I may be swapping to one as well.
Oh, I mean, he knew. We all knew that.
Well,
We knew that in our hearts, Dracon. Literally, so I was sitting in my living room on my work lunch break, right, when the announcement happened, and as soon as they showed Dragon People, Snooze and I looked at each other and we're like, Dracon just died. And then they were like, and they can be, and then they said the thing about them being able to be only evokers, and I was like, okay, it became more complicated, but Dracon is still excited.
And I am. I have my name reserved. Waiting, looking forward to trying them out.
I'm pretty sure that somewhere down the line they're gonna open up more classes for them.
They did say that that was a possibility, apparently.
Oh, I think it's more than a possibility. I think it's a given.
Can we kill this guy down here?
Yeah, let's do it.
There's a chance he
that's
can
right.
drop some primals.
Money, money, money. Money. No primals for me.
Nice.
All right, what's the
We
count,
just
Neph?
need one more.
That's 4.
Ooh, one more. Let's do it. And then I'll need one more on Pando, but I'm not super worried about it. I can probably grab it on myself later on tonight.
Sorry, I forgot to leave the instance.
Let me just load in. I'm trying to slowly walk towards Shatrath, like a little bit at a time. So I'm porting. All right, now I'm in Oribos. And hello, everybody that's watching on Twitch or on my personal Facebook page. Welcome to World of Warcraft Mondays. It's time walking week, so we're running a dungeon as old as my son. Which is funny to say. That's really the only reason I keep bringing it up. And it's only going to get funnier as he gets older. You know, like 5-6 years from now, when I'm like, it is as old as my son, who is old enough to drink.
It's still gonna be very weird for me because I met him when he was. I mean, like I've known him his whole life, but I like actually met and hung out with him when he was like 6.
Yep. He was little.
Yes.
Let's see here. I'm just excited that, and I'm hoping that he'll stick with the game while he's in college. That means I get an easy way to talk to him while he's at school.
That's fair.
That's what I'm hoping for.
It does make it easy to keep in touch with people.
I mean, right, Neph?
I mean, yeah.
Although I talk to you every day anyway. I don't know where to go in this dungeon, so I'm gonna
Well,
Pull the guys on the right, and then we
yeah,
pull
I'm
the
gonna
guys
need
on
you
the
nerds.
left.
I'm gonna need you nerds to help me.
That's fine. But I mean, like you and I we used to use WoW only well before like you and I were like actually real life friends to talk, and then we became real life friends, and then WoW is just secondary now.
Yep.
Friendship.
You know what it's all
A
about?
beautiful thing.
I mean, Dorn still gets to make the joke to my mom every time he sees her that he's the weird person that they wouldn't let me take to Lodicon like 12 years
When
ago.
she was 18. So literally, I can't really blame them. Like in a retrospect, like in the moment, I was like, well, that's rude. But in the moment, I'm like, yeah. In retrospect, I'm like, yeah. You know what? They made the right decision. Because it was like she wanted to go to just to have this strange man that she met on the internet bring her to New Jersey to go hang out with a bunch of other strange men.
There were women there too.
Yeah, but parents don't think like that.
No, I know.
Given the fact that barely older than Dorn, and my own mother had concerns about this year's Lodicon.
Yeah, but your mom is just going to worry about you.
Yes, no, that's fair.
Well,
Damn
even if
dead
your mother
moose.
talked to me.
Oh,
my God, nature
I've
love.
been ignoring her concerns for a long time now. I'm a monster.
Yeah,
That's
you're
how I
a
ended
grown-up.
up in New York last month.
Here, you just want to go right.
But do listen to your parents, kids. Don't do crazy stuff. Don't listen. I fully support. I honestly. Oh,
Where's your moose going?
Your moose just went nuts. It was like those guys need to die.
My God!
You have the most bloodthirsty spirit mooses ever.
You should rename it Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy and Jenkins. They're just all over the place. Yeah, I can't
think
really
I
blame
will.
them. I can't really blame them. It's like, I was literally just a stranger from the internet, some random dude. I get it. But I do 100% I did introduce myself to her the first time she met me in person as the crazy guy that they were concerned was going to harm their daughter.
Yep, she still laughs about it.
Thank
That's
God, because that
a
could have gone weird.
genuine concern.
Oh, but it 100% is. I get it. I would feel the same way if dude was like, "Hey, Dad, I want to go to another state."
With these
Right
Rose
this way.
World
with
of
these
Warcraft.
dudes. Yeah, like it's like imagine if he got like into a PvP group and they were like, "Yeah, dude, when we go get pizza in New York City, I'm coming with you, with Kai, and a gun."
Oh, I was gonna say I should come with you. I know.
I mean, that's the advantage is that I'd be cool with like meetups, but I would be like, "How about you guys meet up at like Comic-Con in October? How about you do that? I get you tickets to Comic-Con. We can do that."
We need witnesses.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like when you buy stuff off the internet, you're supposed to do it at the police station because they got cameras.
Yup.
It's that.
Or
was
in front of the
actually-
bank.
Or the bank.
I was-
Our Walgreens near us actually has cameras. So there's a lot of people who do it at the local Walgreens. We've used that for that transaction before.
I was visiting some friends, and they had a meeting to go to that was held in this little room on the side of the police department. And so, without any explanation, just checked myself in and said, "Best vacation ever."
Yeah. Cops.
'Cause I'm a jerk.
Oh, that's Tavarrock because he's made out of rocks.
Almost pulled him by accident with my
Same.
rage moose.
You got
I
them
almost
angry
baseballed him.
moves.
God, I wish I brought my warrior for this.
Oh, we got Carrie. She's driven to anime cons with friends. Listen, were you barely 18 and were they strangers from the internet? Because I feel like that's extra detail that's important. Because if you're like an adult, like if you do that now, like it's a little off, but like not really. Whatever, you're grown up.
Well, I'm going to LodiCon next year.
Good.
I mean, it's basically like Uber.
That's true. Just like, hi, let me get into the back of your car, strange person, and pay you for it.
I went to North Carolina for my work trip, and it was the first time. And it was the first time I had ever used Uber. And it was a relatively pleasant experience, except for the fact that my first Uber driver was definitely hot. Like, there's no
Welcome
way
to
he was
Durham.
not. I mean,
Yeah,
he was
that's-
remarkably chill.
Well,
It's fine. I have patience.
goes along
every
with
so
it.
often that come in hella high.
You know, it's crazy that based off of experiences, as high as he was, you were probably driving him.
I mean, maybe. It was but I mean, it was a short ride. It was just from the airport. It was like 10 minutes. So I was like, you know what, it'll be all right. We're not going more than 30 miles an hour. Worst case, I just walk. Or I call my boss. But we made it there okay.
your coworkers who tried to destroy your liver, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, they were remarkably, it was gentle peer pressure. Is there such a thing as gentle peer pressure?
I think we can.
Everywhere I went, there was alcohol. It was the crazy, but I mean, it's tech bro stuff. I mean, that's the thing that I have to keep reminding myself is that I work in tech now, and the alcohol culture in tech is insane. And most of my coworkers are younger than me. I'm the oldest. I'm one of the 4 or 5 oldest people in the company.
I appreciate you letting me know about this. I may have to reconsider being a tech person.
Oh, no, don't do that. Because there's good money in tech. It's worth it. Because I just ignored them. And I told them up front that their portion, like the amount that they're budgeting for me for alcohol, I was going to spend on food. And I did.
I am on board with that tactic.
I ate,
Yes.
I ate like a king.
Especially, oh my god, North Carolina, I can think of a bunch of things just off the top of my head.
So I had, believe it or not, the best thing I ate the whole time I was there. Somebody mines. Someone take this. There's no way we're walking out of here without mining the rich adamantite deposit. We're just not. The gold maker in me cannot allow this.
What was the best
Quietly
thing?
doesn't want to admit that I
The
just
best.
vendored some of that.
You just vendored at. Girl. Don't do that. Don't vendor old world crafting materials without checking with me first. I will buy it. Or even better, just send it to me and then I'll just pay you a fair price. The best thing I ate was they had these loaded tater tots, and so it was basically like nachos. The
Joe's.
toppings for nachos on top. No, they weren't tachos. No. They were like the toppings of nachos on tots, but they also had a over easy egg on the top. So yeah, I guess they were just tachos, but it was so much better than that because they had like an over easy egg on the top. So like you crack the egg, and it like it came in. The whole thing came in a little mini cast iron skillet. My God, I lost my damn mind. It was really good. And I finally had that rolled ice cream before.
Oh, you went to Milk Lab? Or was it a different one?
I don't know. It was
Maybe?
at like oh, she used to live around there, so she can it was at like a food court in an indoor food court in Raleigh.
Okay.
And one of the places they had was
Rolled ice cream is really good.
Speak more of this rolled ice cream. I need
Basically,
information.
it's kind of like Cold Stone, but they basically make the ice cream in front of you. So they have the like liquid nitrogen cold slab, and they pour cream on it, and then they literally just kind of like toss it until it becomes ice cream, and then they like section it out and they roll it with a spatula into these little logs, and then they top it.
That sounds wonderful. I think
Yeah,
I
it is
need to
pretty
try
great.
that.
Oh yeah,
Is there one
they're
more?
definitely good.
I have one more boss.
You have one more boss?
Your?
Oh, that was I think the dude that spawns with him, right?
Oh, I
Or
didn't finish
the
it. Okay, so I left the dungeon like a jerk. So Testament's gonna have to switch to tank.
where
I
is
know
it?
where he
It's
is.
a dog. Oh, isn't that something that you have to summon with like those what is it? You have to gather those items to make a key to summon? I know Lakai gave me a few.
It's not worth it. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
your is only gettable with a special key. Yeah, did you
Oh,
get all right, check
okay.
here's the thing. Check your Neph, check your quest.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, so she's good. Alright, so we're good. We're good. Everybody can leave. We made it. So we got everything. I need one more, but I'll if I feel like it, I'll do it before I go to bed. Or tomorrow morning or something. We should probably break to do
Origins.
keys. All right, everybody. So thank you for watching. This was a fun little jaunt into the history of World of Warcraft. I will be back tomorrow. It's board game week on the podcast, so Linda and I are gonna have all sorts of stuff to talk about. So, yeah, everybody have a good night. Talk to you soon. Bye.